நீங்க படம் ஓடாத டைம்ல எல்லாம் படம் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு. கரெக்டா? ஆனா that is why we worked 60 minutes documentary. Crisp, clean, inspiring, to the point, and that's heart raising. And every moment there'll be a tear in your eye. Now Siddharth, we watched it about 20 times and we cried 20 times into 20 times. So we know how much has gone behind it. And yes, in the level to reach aganona was not possible without my daughter and my son waiting for me to not change so that I can play the game of change very well. They didn't let me change at all. They said, you be a mother who's rebellious and weird. You're a weirdo and it's okay to be that. And my mother, Amma வந்து எப்பவுமே she's inspiring. அவங்க வந்து AI எனக்கு வாங்கிட்டு எனக்கு புரியல அப்படி என்ன பேசுறேன்னு சொல்றதுனால I translated it to Tamil. And my sister, because எல்லாருமே பார்க்கறது வந்து one part of it, but she's a background who does all my work, the thing. Plus my friends, Ansar, Meena, all the press and media. PVR Meena யாருக்கும் தெரியாம இருக்கும் அதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். கரெக்டா இல்லையா? ஆனா இந்த PVR மீனான்னு பேர் கொடுத்ததே PR சதீஷ் தான். சதீஷ்க்கு ஒரு கை தட்டிடலாமே. பிஆரோட மெயின் ஜாப் என்னன்னா நாட் ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டார், அவர் கமல்ஹாசன் சாரோட பிஆரோ. நான் கெத்தா சொல்லிக்கிறேன் என்னோட பிஆரோ அவர் தான் அப்படின்ட்டு. So thank you Satish and thank you Syed and Vicky and all my team and everybody here who came to support me. உங்களை மாதிரி தான் நானும் ஒரு ட்ரீம் ஒரு கனவோட இங்க ஒரு கிரியேட்டிவ் ப்ரொடியூசர் கோ ப்ரொடியூசரா இருக்கேன். என்ன சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ரிவ்யூ கொஞ்சம் நல்லா எழுதிடுங்க. அதுல மட்டும் இன்ஃபுளுன்ஸ் பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு தெரியும். பட் தயவு செய்து எனக்காக கொஞ்சம். Thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you.
I would like to introduce all the characters from the film, and interesting thing is all of them are real characters. They have gone through their journeys and we want to capture the essence of their journeys. And as Meena said, we're not going to reveal what is going to happen, but they're going to share a little bit about themselves. So first I want to introduce Devina Rao. Devina, Fida, you can please come. She's been in our community for a long time, and she's been, yeah, let's give it up for Devina. Yes, thank you. You have the microphone? Yeah, you can pass it.
I feel like I'm so blessed to be here on this platform, and it is truly a dream come true. And though I may fall short on my words in expressing this feeling, all I can say is this isn't just a documentary, it's a revolution. And bringing back the magic of Nalanda, the world needs to know this so much. It is such a big need in today's world. And sharing its transformational energy with the world, with the youth, with everyone who's just chasing their dreams and just inspiring them to keep on doing that. And I'm pretty sure that the character that I'm playing is going to inspire a lot of kids and most of the young adults. And everybody who has this fire in them to chase something, to pursue something, for them to know that everything is possible if you put your mind to it, if you get the right mentors, if you get the right environment. And this is so blessed to be able to choose a path that is different from everything and yet still make such an impact, just like Sid has done this. Sid, you're marvelous, I must say. All I can say is this is the beginning of your game of change. And thank you so much, Blair. Thank you so much, Suren. Thank you so much, Sid. All of you, you were here to make this possible. And it is such a blessing that God is working through you all, because this was a revolution needed. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Devina, and thank you for being generation. So once again, round of applause for Devina Rao. Next, I want to bring on Dr. Prabhakar Raj. So let's give a round of applause to Dr. Prabhakar Raj. He's been doing phenomenal work here in Tamil Nadu, helping lakhs of people, connecting farmers, doctors. So Dr. Prabhakar, you can share.
ஸோ தமிழ்ல பேசலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
தமிழ்லயே பேசுங்க.
ஸோ இந்த ஸ்க்ரீன்ல மோர் தேன் ஒரு 1000 படம் வந்து இங்க உட்காந்து பார்த்துருப்பேன். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நானும் பிக் ஸ்க்ரீன்ல வரேன்னு நினைக்கும் போது ரொம்பவே சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. என் பேர் டாக்டர் பிரபாகர் ராஜ். நான் ஒன் ஆஃப் த 8 கோச்சஸா இந்த மூவில வந்து பிளே பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அண்ட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் ஐ வாண்ட் டு thank Siddharth sir and Siddharth Rajsekar sir to having let me to share the screen space with the legendary leader Mr. Blair Singer and Mr. Surendran sir. It's been an honor. ஸோ நாங்கள் வளரும் போது இவங்களை பார்த்து தான் வளர்ந்தோம். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு ஒரு கோச்சா இவங்க கூட ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணும்போது ரொம்பவே சூப்பரான ஃபீலிங். ஸோ என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் த வேர்ல்ட் நீட்ஸ் மோர் கோச்சஸ் அண்ட் லீடர்ஸ். ஸோ கண்டிப்பா இந்த மூவி வந்து அடுத்த ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு இன்ஸ்பயர் பண்ணும் நான் நம்புறேன். ஸோ லைஃப்ல என்ன பண்ணணும், ஆனா ஏதாவது ஒரு நல்ல விஷயம் பண்ணணும், ஆனா என்ன பண்ணணும் தெரியாத ஒருவருத்தருக்கும் இந்த டாக்குமெண்ட்ரி ஒரு கைடிங் வேவா இருக்கும்னு நான் நம்புறேன். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் அண்ட் பிரஸ் அண்ட் மீடியா எல்லாருக்குமே நன்றிகள். அண்ட் செட்லயுமே ரொம்ப ரொம்ப எக்ஸைட்டடா இருந்தது. ஸோ நம்ம பாஸ்டா நம்ம மனசுல தான் வந்து ஓட்டி பார்ப்போம் இல்லையா, ஆனா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் என்னோட ரியல் லைஃப் ஸ்டோரி இந்த ஸ்கிரீன்ல வரப்போகுது நினைக்கும் போது ரொம்பவே சூப்பரான ஒரு ஃபீலிங். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் த ஹோல் டீம், க்ரூ, டைரக்டர், ப்ரொடியூசர் எல்லாருக்குமே நன்றிகள். ஸோ லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட் ஃபார் த மூவி and thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhakar. Round of applause for Dr. Prabhakar Raj through the documentary. And Vishal, what was your experience?
So how many of you would like to know what is common in each one of us in this room? Just raise your hands. How many of you want to know this in just 3 words? What is common in each one of us? Just raise your hands. Okay. So the common thing in each one of us is that everybody in this room, we all are a story. If you agree, just raise your hand one more time. Everyone is a story. And when my mentor reached out to me for listening to my story and reaching out to the other people, you know, it was a very emotional moment for me. Because when I was shooting for this movie, there was a moment I was like very emotional, and my left brain was saying, do I really need to tell this to the world? And my right brain was saying, let's do it. So there was a lot of cuts, I remember, but in the end, I wanted to show that vulnerable part of me that, you know, I have suffered. And as the verse says, the game of change, I can vouch on this. After this documentary, the Indian cinema would not be the same. You know, it's going to be a big, big change that is going to come. And I can feel that not just because my mentors are here or my team, my friends or my masters are here or I'm in front of camera. I'm saying because I know these characters who've been playing this role and they are just marvelous. And all I can say is, it's my new life. So when you have a new life, you have a new birth. When you have a new birth, you need to have a father. So I can proudly say, here's my father Siddharth, here's my grandfather Suren, and here's my great-grandfather Blair Singer. So that's my story, and it's going to inspire millions and millions of people. Thank you for this opportunity, Sids. And I'm ready. Universe can use me in any way, and I just want to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And first, it's not just a story to share on the screen, from the screen to the people. It's the real story. And it's not just our story, it's everyone's story. Because I believe we all have challenges. Our challenges are different, but the attitude, the mindset that we require, we all have the same mindset to find. The actors, we all have the same attitude and mindset. And by any means, if you get stuck in this journey of life, if you want to grow, then I would invite you all to watch this movie, Game of Change. Just want to say that. Grab your tickets, fasten your seatbelts, because we all are going to fly. This is Kushal Kulkarni. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kushal. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce Dinaz. More thousands. So Dinaz, what would you like to share?
First and foremost, deep gratitude to our mentors, my coach, Blair, Siddhin, Meena, all of you, members of the media. Thank you so much for giving me this beautiful opportunity. When I went through what I went through many years ago, I had a dream that I have to send this message out, but I didn't know how. But I kept dreaming and I didn't give up. And when I was shooting, when I got this opportunity, I just grabbed it because I knew that I wanted to just send this message out. But most important was when I did the shoot, I actually felt what I went through at that moment. And then when I started sharing my message, I was just overjoyed by just sharing the message that if I can do it, everyone in India can do it as well. And today, at the age of 59, I stand here dreaming tall and super grateful to be part of this film. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Zinaz. Thank you so much for being an inspiration. Her story has been extremely powerful. And Geeta, what would you like to share?
Again, Vanakkam is the one word I know. Thank you so much,
Thank
Siddharth.
you.
Thank you. To all the beautiful people here, I would like to take this from them, the learnings I've been doing all these years, trying to influence people who are above 40, women above 40. I'm from Hyderabad, and my life was very different. When I got this offer, I felt like a deer when the story was discussed. But what will I do here? How will I show my emotions? But the energy, the way they took us through the whole of this process, the emotions which came out, I would like to share a little metaphor kind of a thing. A huge mountain. I crashed to the mountain and I felt like a giraffe. The impact of the movie, The Game of Change, is like making me big and making me feel, oh my God, life is so beautiful. It doesn't matter what you're leading, but look at the way you're impacting. So I want to invite all of you all to this beautiful game of change and see the way the emotions, unfiltered, raw, uncensored, coming out in a beautiful way. Thank you so much, Siddharth, for giving me this opportunity.
Geeta.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Geeta. Share in terms of what was your experience going through this shoot.
Hello, yeah. So first of all, I want to thank all of you assembled here. And yes, thank you, Sid. Thank you, Blair. Thank you, Suren. Thank you, Sidhin. And thank you, Shivraj. Thank you, Meena. It's been a profound journey, I would say, because right at the outset, this whole, I still have to pinch myself to see if I'm really here, launching a movie, because it just feels like a dream. And from the beginning days, during the conceptualization of this whole documentary with Sidhin and the crew, it was so, the ideas that they put across to us, and the way that they thought about bringing our vision on the big screen, I couldn't connect with before because I've never been in this before. But at the end of it, now we're all here, and we do have some very, very powerful stories that are real, of real heroes, and it's just been a journey that I feel is not possible without divine intervention. So all the years that we've helped and coached many people, it's beautiful to have their stories on the screen finally. And yeah, that's it. So thank you, Sid. Can't wait for this message of ours to go far and wide. And it's truly time for a change in the education industry and the way all of us think and interact and talk to each other. So that's it. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, my mom, for being here as well. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get up for Vanita. Industry or entire ecosystem. And the next person I want to introduce is that person. 10 years, 15 years back, he was doing multiple businesses. And then that one vision of his to really do something for himself, for his family, and expanding that to a larger family in India. All of us are here sitting because of this one man's vision. I want all of you to give a round of applause to Suren Rajsekar, the founder of Success Gyan, who is truly a pioneer in our country to redefine.
ஸ்கூல்ல எத்தனை பேருக்கு ட்ரிக்னாமெட்ரி கால்குலஸ் சுத்தமா பிடிக்காது? உண்மையா சொல்லு. இப்படி கை கால் தூக்கணும், கரெக்டா? ஆனா என்ன பியூட்டின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, நம்ம கண்ட்ரில நம்ம யோசிக்காமயே நிறைய பண்றோம். அதுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள், உங்களுக்கு ட்ரிக்னாமெட்ரி கால்குலஸ் பிடிக்கல, ஆனா உங்க குழந்தைங்களை அதே ஸ்கூலுக்கு அதை படிக்க அனுப்புறீங்களா? கரெக்டா? யோசிக்கவே மாட்டோம், கரெக்டா? The way Indians are, பெரிய டிஷ் நம்ம யோசிக்கவே மாட்டோம், ஆனா பக்கத்துல இருக்க வெஜிடபிள் கிட்ட 10 ரூபாய் சண்டை போடுவோம். இந்த எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் என்ன 50 வருஷமா ஃபாலோ பண்ற எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் மாறாத எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் நம்மளோட எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் கிடையாது. பிரிட்டிஷ்காரன் வந்து இந்தியாவில் எடுத்து வந்தான் இந்த எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம். எதுக்காக எடுத்து வந்தான்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒர்க்கர்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணணும். தட் இஸ் கேள்வி கேட்க கூடாது, சொல்றது கேட்கணும், பிளைண்டா நம்ம சொல்றது மட்டும் கேட்கணும். அதுக்காக கிரியேட் பண்ண எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் 50 வருஷமா மாறவே இல்லை. எல்லாரும் அதை பத்தி பேசின்னு இருக்கோம், ஆனா யாரும் எதுவும் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. நம்மளோட ஹிஸ்டரி சித்தார்த் கரெக்டா சொன்னாரு. நலந்தா யூனிவர்சிட்டி 800 வருஷத்துக்கு உலகத்துக்கு நம்ம தான் எஜுகேஷன் சொல்லி கொடுத்தோம். உலகத்துக்கு 800 வருஷத்துக்கு 5வது செஞ்சுரில 13 செஞ்சுரி வரைக்கும். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஹெரிட்டேஜ் இருக்க கண்ட்ரியில இத மாதிரி எஜுகேஷன் இருக்கணுமா? இதான் கேள்வி. சோ 2018 நான் எழுதினேன், நம்ம ஏன் உலகத்துக்கு திருப்பி அதே மாதிரி மாறக்கூடாது? இந்த எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் மாறினா என்ன ஆகணும்? நம்ம ஏன் நல்ல டீச்சர்ஸ் லீடர்ஸ் இந்தியாவில் உருவாக்க கூடாது? இங்க உருவாக்கணும்னா உலகம் வந்து நம்ம கிட்ட கத்துப்பாங்க. அப்படி கத்துக்கினாங்கன்னா இந்தியா கேன் பிகம் த கோச்சிங் கேபிட்டல் ஆஃப் த வேர்ல்ட். இது எழுதும் போது சித்தார்த் ILH என்ற கம்யூனிட்டி ஆரம்பிக்கல. சோ இந்த விஷயத்தை வந்து நான் சித்தார்த்துக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணேன், எங்களோட குரு பிளேயருக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணேன். அப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சுதான் the game of change. So first, Siddharth, big thank you. Without you, this is not possible. Only one man could have taken this and taken to this level. Guaranteed. இந்த டாக்யூ ஃபிலிம் வந்த அப்புறம் எல்லாரும் இப்ப நான் உங்ககிட்ட கேட்ட கேள்வி யோசிப்பீங்க. நம்ம பசங்களை இதே ஸ்கூல்ல போய் இதே ட்ரிக்னாமெட்ரி கேல்குலஸ் நம்ம தேவையில்லாத படிக்க வைக்கணுமா அப்படின்னு யோசிப்பீங்க. ஏன் ஒரு மாற்றம் ஆகக்கூடாது? அவங்களுக்கு என்ன பிடிக்குதோ அது ஏன் படிக்கக்கூடாது? அதையே ஒரு எக்ஸ்பர்ட் கிட்ட இருந்து படிக்கக்கூடாது? இந்த கேள்வி கேட்க ஆரம்பிச்சாங்கன்னா எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் மாறும். எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் மாறியே ஆகணும். ஏன்னா குழந்தைங்க ரொம்ப ஸ்மார்ட்டா இருக்காங்க. இப்போ அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு 50 வருஷம் எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் கொடுத்தா அவங்களும் படிக்க மாட்டாங்க, பேரண்ட்ஸையும் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு என்ன பண்ணோன்னே தெரியாது. டைரக்ஷன் இல்லாம உலகம் போயின்னு இருக்கு. So this is very very important. Perfect timing, Siddharth, for getting this. I am so happy that this is happening. I want to thank my master, Blair Singer. இவர் இல்லைன்னா எந்த சேஞ்சுமே நடந்திருக்காது. Can you please give round applause to? Thank you, Blair. அவரை நாங்க மாஸ்டர் ஆஃப் மாஸ்டர்னு சொல்றோம். ஏன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா எங்களை எல்லாம் உருவாக்குனர் அவர் தான். அவரோட விஷன் தான் இன்னைக்கு நாங்க ஃபாலோ பண்றோம். So thank you. And every single story. ஏன் இது டாக்யூ ஃபிலிம் டாக்யூ ஃபிக்ஷன் சொன்னார் அவரு? ஏன் இது பவர்ஃபுல் கேட்டீங்கன்னா ஒருத்தங்களை மாத்தணும்னா ரெண்டே வழிதான் இருக்கு. அவங்களோட என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை மாத்தணும். செகண்ட், யாருன்னா அவங்கள மாதிரி ஒருத்தவங்க வந்து லைஃப்ல ஜெயிச்சது அவங்க கிட்ட காமிக்கணும். இது ரெண்டு பண்ணணும், அவங்க மாறிடுவாங்க. இதுதான் இந்த டாக்யூ ஃபிக்ஷனோட பவர். ஏன்னா இவங்களாம் சாதாரண மக்கள், உங்களும் என்ன மாதிரி. தனி ஸ்கில் கிடையாது. ஒரே ஒரு ஓப்பன் தான், நான் லைஃப்ல கத்துக்கணும், ஜெயிக்கணும், கத்துக்க நான் ரெடி, அவ்வளவுதான். அப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சவங்க இன்னைக்கு ரொம்ப சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்காங்க. ஸோ ஐ எம் வெரி ஹாப்பி, வெரி ப்ரௌட். இது ஒரு ட்ரீம் ஒரு 7-8 வருஷம் முன்னாடி. இன்னைக்கு அந்த ட்ரீம் நடக்குதுன்னு பார்க்கும் போதே it is unbelievable. So I want to thank Meena for making it happen. Thank you, Meena, as a producer. If not for Meena's support, I don't think this would have happened. And Vani, silent person behind Siddharth. Thank you, Vani. Where are you? Wherever you are. Thank you very much. And all the masters, thank you for being an inspiration to us. Because you being successful is letting us live our mission. And today you're going to inspire a generation now. So thank you so much. And once again, the creative people, trailer I had a chance to see the uncut version of it. What you have done is brilliant. ஒரு நிஜமான ஸ்டோரிஸ் எடுத்து வந்து இந்த மாதிரி அவர் சொன்னார், சித்தார்த் இன்னைக்கு நீ ஆக்டர் ஆயிட்டு தெரியுமா அப்படின்னாரு. அது ஆக்டரா? எப்படி? நான் எங்க ஆக்ட் பண்ண அப்படின்னு. இல்ல நீ ஷூட் பண்ணதான் ஆக்ட் பண்ணிச்சு. So they showed me that I didn't act. I just spoke what I felt and they made me an actor. So thank you to the full team behind it. அது எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம் அப்புறம். But thank you to the full creative team behind it. Very happy, very proud. We really want your support. நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி இந்த எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் மாறணும்னா அது நம்ம கையில இருக்கு, உங்க கையில இருக்கு. இந்த மெசேஜ் எவ்ரி யூடியூப்ல and everywhere to take it. So please support us. ஒரு 5-10 வருஷம் பொறுத்து நம்ம திருப்பி யோசிக்கும் போது சத்தியம் தியேட்டர்ல இங்க உட்கார்ந்து ஒரு டாக்யூ பிலிமால இந்த உலகத்தையே மாத்தணும்னு நம்ம நினைப்போம். இதுதான் என்னோட ஒரு. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sidhin. Meena.
இந்தியன் பிலிம் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் வந்து ரஜினி சார்னா, கோச்சிங் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் இவர் தான். கோச்சிங் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் கோச்சிங் சூப்பர் ஸ்டார்
இது எல்லாரும் போயிட்டு நடுவுல ஒரு பிட்ட போட்டு
அதான் படம்.
Thank you so much once more. Before I introduce, I just want to say that sometimes in our world, on this planet, there are some people who are born, and with their presence, everything shifts. Societies shift, people change, and that one person we are very, very fortunate to have in this room, who's been our guiding light, our inspiration. And if we are even thinking about reinventing education system, like what Suren rightly said, we have to really impact the next generation. It would not have happened without the intervention that we've had with our mentor, Blair Singer. So, Blair, we would like you to please grace our stage and
Please, if you all can stand up for
a standing ovation for Blair Singer, who has been in the industry of training, coaching for more than 30 years, training all over the globe. And he's going to share his special connection with India. Thank you, Blair. What would you like to share, Blair?
Thank you, brother. How many of you really feel like there's a few things you need to change in your own life? Raise your hand. Now, there's two ways that's going to happen. It'll happen in a matter of crisis. It'll happen when you least want it to happen. It could be your failing health. It could be your failing finances. It could be the relationship of your life that walks away from you. I had a mentor once that said, crisis is change that's trying to happen. Crisis is change that's trying to happen. It's just we've had opportunities to make changes, but we keep kicking the can down the road. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Or the second way, through a process of transformation, playing the game that we were intended to play probably as human beings, which Nalanda discovered centuries ago. That's more elegant, that honors the spirit, that honors the genius in every single person. So I just want to say thank you to having me here. I'm sitting here thinking, what the heck am I doing here? How did I get here? I mean, a guy, a farm boy from the middle of the United States growing up on a dairy farm, how do I end up in Chennai standing on a stage with one of the most brilliant coaches, trainers, tech geek, whatever you want to call them, but I feel like I've known him my entire life, maybe for several lifetimes. And to be inspired when COVID hit in 2020 and our whole business shut down, excuse me, I had a hunch to call. And that simple phone call in the middle of a crisis turned out to be one of the most brilliant, fulfilling gifts that I think the world is going to experience. And this film is one piece of it. And to you guys, the crew, and you as the director, you guys as the press for hanging out here, I hope you're learning something while you're behind the camera. Thank you all for all of this. So what I say is this: crisis is change that's trying to happen. And I think that years ago I had a vision. One of my mentors said that we all have the opportunity to, this was back in 1983. A mentor said to me, we all have the opportunity to live at a higher standard of living than humanity has ever seen. Ever. We could all live like millionaires, he said. And that hooked me. And it was a combination at those times of business development training, financial training, and personal development training. So what's being revealed here are the changes of these amazing people here. Over here, okay? But these are real. And these are not stories just for you to be entertained by somebody else's story. You can go to the cinema and see that anytime. Everybody understand? Yes? Yeah. There is a process, a system, that Sirin and Siddharth have embraced that has been developed for many, many years. And it's a system that will bypass the education industry. I don't know what you were talking about, but I knew you were talking about education and the British hijacking the system. I got that part, okay. So I won't repeat that. but it is a system. And so when it says a game of change, I'm going to say that we are at a crossroads. This film is more than a film. This is the beginning. So congratulations to all of you for being at the very beginning of something brand new. But it's not just brand new in India. This is brand new in the world. In the world. I have the fortune or misfortune of traveling to 25 to 30 different countries throughout the years. Okay, teaching, educating, trying to let people know that there is a way for you to discover your genius because it's God-given. The ancients always knew that genius was something that was given by a deity, a demagogue, or somebody to all of us. And our job as teachers and masters is to help people find it. Just find it. By asking the right questions at the right time, being in the right place at the right time. How many of you have ever been in a place like that where all of a sudden everything just seemed to work for like a minute or an hour or a day? How many have ever had that happen? Well, what if I could tell you that this process will allow you to live that way? Allow us all to live that way. Does that make sense? So I'm excited about it because, like I said, this is a first. In the world, there have been lots of documentaries and lots of things about education and this person's breakthrough and that person's breakthrough, but it wasn't backed by a system. Somebody said we should change the education system. It's dead globally. And how many of you would agree that the world right now, outside this room, is in somewhat of a crisis globally? Raise your hand if you can see that, yeah? There's some problems, yes? And I've always said, and we all agree, there's not one problem on this planet that cannot be solved by people that know how to communicate, collaborate, get their egos out of the way, and learn how to learn and love. Everybody understand, yes? So I think what Sirin was saying, they don't teach us what we need to learn. But how many people don't remember mathematics? Okay? But how about resiliency? How about what happens when you get knocked down and when things don't work your way? What do? You get to pick up a gun and shoot somebody? That's what some people do in the world. And that's a failure of education. It's a failure of education. That system is long outlived. So I'm honored to be here, my friend, and in whatever way I can support that vision back in 1983 of all of us living as millionaires. I had a vision of an army of trainers, coaches, masters that would go around the world helping people find their genius, code of honor, values, missions, all that kind of good stuff. I keep working. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh my God, it's happening right now. And you guys are filming it. And you've put it on in a movie. And I'm going, how is this possible? So I could go on and on and on, as you know I would. But it's important. Nalanda was an example, a crown jewel. I would say a crown jewel for all of humanity. Because it taught us how to cooperate and collaborate, multidisciplinary, and it put so much fear in so many power structures that it took them months to burn it to the ground. But it still lives here with you up here. I keep asking myself, why do I keep coming back to India? What is this attraction to India? I think that the attraction is this has always been the home of education, spiritual growth, technical growth, business growth, all of that. It's your heritage. This is not me. This is your heritage. This is what has been in the soil, and now it's resurrected. it's coming back. You can burn the books, but you can't burn the spirit. Make sense? So I can't wait to see the film. I can't wait to see the film, and thank you so much for being partners. 3 great ecosystems come together to create something for the world. So this is not just, from my perspective, this is not just India, but you are leading the charge. The world needs you more than you know. So thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Let's give it up for our master. Bless.
Guys, how excited are you? That's so nice. Okay. Actually, the trailer launch பண்ணிட்டு English and Tamil நம்ம trailer பார்க்க போறோம். I am super excited. So let's see that. The entire crew of Game of Change இருக்காங்க. It's finally happening. 7 masters பின்னாடி இருந்து Game of Change னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு சூப்பரான ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் டாக்குமெண்ட்ரி பண்ணிருக்காங்க. A big round of applause please.